Right now we have with us Mr. Shailendra Sharma, who is Chief Consultant in ATSEL, and also Mr. Naveen Bhatia, who is a computer programmer, NUPA. And I request Mr. Naveen Bhatia to conduct a discussion with you regarding the DISE Data Capture Format 2010. Naveen Bhatia.
Thank you, Dr. Savita, and welcome to audience. Before starting the discussion on DISE Data Capture Format for the year 2010-11, we should know some general instructions to how to fill each and every variable, and some more information that how the data capture format has to be validated, because only filling the information does not serve our purpose. All the information which is to be served should be filled in correctly and from the records only. We should not assume the information and we should not fill that information into the data capture format. After filling the data capture format, after filling all the variables in the data capture format, the CRC coordinator, who has to collect the data capture format from the school level, has to confirm that all the variables are correctly filled in and from the records itself. It is the responsibility of the CRC coordinator to check that the form is correctly filled and is signed by the headmaster or the respondent of the data capture format. After verifying the format has to be submitted to the higher levels like BRC, Block Resource Center. If the data capture format is correctly filled in and the CRC coordinator, he collects all the 20 or 25 schools data capture format which falls under his jurisdiction, he has to submit those data capture format to the Block Resource Center. Again, the Block Resource Center coordinator has to verify some of the formats out of those formats for the completency of the format and for the verification of the information. After the formats are correctly checked, then the BRC coordinator has to submit those data capture formats to the district level if the data entry has to be done at the district level. If the data entry has to be done at the block level, then the BRC coordinator will not submit the formats to the higher level. Instead, he will supply those data capture formats to the system operator or the person who is going to do the entry at the block level into the system, into the software, using the DISE software. Now, starting the discussion of the DISE data capture format for the academic year 2010-11, the mechanism which we will follow today for discussion of the variables is, we will go one by one, starting from first page, we will go variable by variable, but we will mainly focus on the new variables, the new components which are added into the DISE data capture format this year, and these modifications are done in the light of Right to Education Act. So starting with the data capture format, and I think most of the audience who are listening to this and who are viewing this presentation, they might have brought the data capture format and that is handy to them. Starting the data capture format, school code. The first variable is school code. If the headmaster knows the school code of his school, then he have to write those 7 digits of the school code in that particular column where the school code text is written. Academic year is 2010-11, which is already written. After that, we have to specify school name, complete name of the school. We should not write GGPS. We should write Government Girls Primary School, complete name. If the school name is GGPS Government Girls Primary School, we should write complete name instead of writing GGPS. We should not write abbreviated forms. Second variable on this page is school located in rural area or urban area. Here we have to check that if the school is lying in a rural area, then we have to specify the code 1 which is given to rural, and if it is in urban area, then we have to specify code 2 which is assigned to urban area. Third point on this data capture format is habitation name. If the school is in a rural area, then we have to specify the habitation name. If the school is in urban area, then we have to specify the mohalla or equivalent urban unit name, mohalla name. Fourth point is village name. If it is a rural area, if the school is in a rural area, then we have to specify the village name. Else, if the school lies in a urban area, then we have to specify the ward number where the school is existing. On the fifth point, we have to specify the 6-digit PIN code of the school or of the village where the school is existing. The next variable, sixth variable is village panchayat name, but this variable is only for the rural areas, not for urban area. In the seventh point, we have to specify the name of the cluster resource center, name of the CRC. In the eighth point, we will be specifying the revenue block, or which is also called, block is also called mandal or taluk name. So we have to specify the revenue block name. In the ninth point, we have to specify the educational block or mandal or taluk name. In the 10th point, we have to specify the assembly constituency. We assume that all the headmaster knows that this school or this village exists in which assembly constituency. If the headmaster does not know this information, then you can leave the column blank. And this is the responsibility of the CRC coordinator who can fill this information. Similarly, 11th point is municipality. If this is applicable to the school, then they can specify the municipality name. 12th point also, if it is applicable, then you can specify the name of the city where the school is existing. But this can be applicable only for the urban areas. Now 13th point in the data capture format is, on the first page, is geographical information of the school. If this information is available with the school headmaster. This is the new variable which has been added into the data capture format for this year, and you have to specify, if the information is available, you have to specify the longitude and latitude of the school. This information may or may not be available with you. If the headmaster is having this information, then they can specify, else you have to leave this column blank. Don't write some assumed values. These values has to be carefully written from the records only. If you are having the longitude and latitude, then only you have to write, otherwise leave this column blank. The 14th point on this page is phone number and mobile number of the respondent and of the office or head of the school. These phone numbers and landline numbers you have to specify along with the STD code. These variables will be used by the higher levels like CRC coordinator or the block level resource coordinator or district level officials to verify some information. Suppose some information is not correctly filled in and computer operators or system executors, they are facing some problem to enter the data. Then the headmaster can be called using these numbers. This information is required only for that. So the communication can be done between the respondent or the headmaster and the higher levels. So you have to correctly fill in these mobile numbers and landline numbers, including the STD code. The 15th point is distance of school in kilometers from block resource center and from cluster resource center. What is the total distance from block resource center to the school and from cluster resource center to the school? This information you have to provide only in kilometers. We had already specified distance of school in kilometers. The next point is where we are asking about whether school is approachable by all weather roads. Again, this is a new variable which has been included in DISE Data Capture Format this year. Here we want to know whether there is a road, and that road which can be used in all kind of weathers, whether it is a rainy weather or any other kind of weather. So the school is approachable by all weather roads. You have to specify yes or no. While specifying yes, you have to write 1. While specifying no, you have to write 2. You don't have to write complete YES, yes. You have to specify the code only, 1 or 2. 1 for yes and 2 for no. Next point is year of establishment of the school. Here you have to specify the 4-digit year of establishment of the school, when the school was established. Here again one point has to be remembered. While specifying the year of establishment of school, you don't have to consider the year of construction of the school. The year of construction of the school or construction of any other building of that particular school, if that year is separate and year of establishment is separate, then you have to write the year of establishment of the school when the school was first started, established. 18th point, that is again a new variable added this year, that is year of recognition of the school, if the school is recognized. Here I want to clear one thing also. For the year 2010-11, we have to start the collection of data under DISE from unrecognized schools also. Prior to this year, till 2009-10, we were collecting data only from the recognized elementary schools or recognized schools which are imparting elementary education. But now from the year 2010-11, we will be collecting the data from unrecognized schools also. The schools which are not recognized, which are not yet recognized. So we have to capture that information also. So here on the 18th point we are specifying year of recognition of school if the school is recognized. If the school is not recognized, we can leave this particular column blank. And we have to specify this year of recognition in 4 digits only. Another part of this question is year of upgradation of the school from primary to upper primary. If this is a school which is upgraded from primary to upper primary, then we have to specify the year in 4 digits. Which year? Year of upgradation from primary to upper primary. 19th point is type of school. Here we have to specify 1 if this is a boys only school, specify 2 if it is a girls only school, specify 3 if it is a co-educational school.